Hi guys, today we're going to react to Tokyo Calling by Atarashii Gakko. This is a PayPal request by Scott Lake. Thank you, Scott, for making this request.
Yep, thank you, Scott. We appreciate the support. First time with Atarashii Gakko. We've heard about them, but we've never heard them or seen them before. So.
Almost 40. My Lord, I can never do so. Yakuno story. Tokyo Kori, my Chiwa almost 40. Keep on me to Haruka Kanata no glory. Tokyo Kori, Tokyo Kori, Tokyo Kori, Tokyo Kori, Tokyo Kori, Tokyo Kori. I can't get guys and die. I'm dying to the young and die to sound. They got getting guy my internet, but he can't do any sound. No matter what.
I love it when this happens to me, when I forget to pause. This is so intoxicatingly awesome. I love their sound, of course, right from the get-go. The rhythm and the sound and the low bass sound, the entire feel, it's really exhilarating. I know we've agreed not to talk about how old band members look, but they look like kids. They look like teenagers. They produce such amazing sounds. It's something that we've seen from Japanese bands. This is yet another amazing entry, I think. I'm loving this right from the start.
It's pretty safe to say that they're young. The title of the song took me back to The Clash, London Calling, and I think there might be something in that. But visually, it slightly reminds me of Beastie Boys' Intergalactic, and it's really, really cool. There's something about the way that this video looks and the sound of it together that I think probably heightens everything about this song. It would be good to just listen to, but watching it gives you another dimension that we can appreciate and enjoy, and it is really interesting. Even from the sound, that this sound is not like, it's not exactly like similar to a lot of other bands we've heard, Japanese ones, like a rap hip-hop influence with the punk attitude.
When we first time react to a song or a band, I correlated to the level of impact it has, as if somebody were to either stroke your face or push you or slap you in the face. This is the type of song I would call a slap in the face. The level of engagement or its impact that it has, the rhythm and the sound and the entire pace.
Yeah, there's an aggression to it. It's like they attack you with the song. They're very exciting, I think is the word I'm thinking about, because there's something about this clip that is visually exciting, and at the same time, the sound is really, really cool.
Every time I hear a song like that specific type of aggression in the song, I immediately think about where I'd place it in the soundtrack. I'd put this in the parkour type films We have a lot of action sequences. It doesn't even have to be in Japan or anything. It looks like it belongs there in some heavy action sequence or a fight scene or everything, you know, R-rated with a lot of blood in it. That's where I put this song. It's so visceral. It's such an awesome experience.
Or even just a chase scene, anything that's in high speed. This kind of works. Yeah, I'm loving the choreography when they're moving and dancing, and it's like, this is really, really cool. Like visually fantastic.
It is. It's like Edgar Wright's, transitions. They slide from location to location, and they're always in different characters. I love it.
I'm impressed. They're really, really awesome.
What's your story? We are magic. 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 とここに誇らしく街希望の未来ここに今つくヒストリーとここに誇らしく街希望の未来ここに今つくビクトリー
I think it's the first Japanese band we've ever reacted to that we don't see them working with any instruments in the music video.
Possible. Not having seen them live, we don't really know. But yeah, they might play instruments. I would assume that they're like almost like a dance troupe kind of thing that they perform and sing. Very hard to tell.
Another thing, there's a comedic vein to it, almost all the way throughout the music video. It sounds very energetic and aggressive, but all throughout you can definitely see the comedic vein in the visuals and the way it's shot.
In that regard, it's something that we have seen before from Japanese bands, actually quite a lot. You know, even Hanabi Egucharic Spin, sometimes they are talking about very, very serious or dark themes, but there's some sort of a comedic vein to the clip or to the performance or something like that. And that's what we're seeing here as well. This is also a pretty dark, serious topic. It clashes in a way with the music video, but not entirely, but in some ways,
They're presenting it lightheartedly, but it's serious. I think it has to do either with reality of living in Japan, possibly away from Tokyo, because the song is called Tokyo Calling. Is Tokyo calling you for a better life? I know Tokyo is a fairly crowded place. I don't know if that's what they mean. Tokyo calling is as in Tokyo is trying to enslave you into a harder living style where everybody has to work around the clock. They're talking about the level of stress that people go through living in the city. You know, they have a line there. Dad is stuck in the grind. The job grip is appalling. Brother's chained to the screen. At his wits' end at college, means how hard it is to make something of yourself. The brother is working hard at school and dad is stuck in the grind. Mother's escaping reality, addicted to idols. It's like, I don't know if it's a typical family in Japan, but it sounds like it's hard to live that way by the way that they describe it. It's not something that is unfamiliar in other places, but I think that's the message in the song.
I think it's some sort of like a social, let's say, critique of life in Tokyo, but at the same time, Tokyo Calling is like a call to action. So it's kind of saying to people, a change is coming, sort of come along this wave with us. At the end of what you read before about the dad and the brother, it says, mom's escaping reality, addicted to idols, and then an unexpected melody comes from afar. Our destiny comes crawling. So something is coming and change will come with it. So it has a positive sort of outlook.
It's like striving for a better way of life, but only if we all go for fulfilling that mission.
A lot of these sort of repeated choruses are slightly different to that part that you read before, but they're along the same lines. You know, life's short, dad starting a part-time job at a soba shop, which is like a noodle shop.
Yeah.
Life's short, brother's gonna work at a cat cafe. Life's short, mom's gonna work at a cabaret joint. So she's like a hostess or something. And then it says, under clear blue skies, together we sing to that tune. So something is, again, coming. It's like life is down in the dumps at the moment.
Yeah.
We're struggling with a never-ending sorry. So it's like the sorrow is never-ending. People are depressed. And a lot of it seems to be due to whatever changes have happened in the world that have also taken effect in Japan. So this is really the influence of the West in some ways. And also just the general sort of Japanese grind, where a lot is expected of people, but they do get through this cycle where some succeed and some don't. And it's just rough. There's a line there that says, in the woods, we're trapped, unable to escape. And I think it's talking about that sort of of cycle.
They're describing a mass of people who are trapped in an impossible work-life balance. And everybody's doing the same because they probably forgot that life is not all about work. So when work and life balance doesn't exist and they're actually slaves to their jobs, that's what has to stop. That's what they're actually calling out. This needs to stop. And if we all work together, then we'll achieve that. So life is more important than work.
Yeah. And it says, don't hesitate to move forward. So break the cycle. Hope for the future is here, carving our history. So it's like carving your own destiny. We can change this never-ending cycle. And at the very end, it repeats a chorus that came before. Tokyo calling, be proud of moving forward. Hope for the future is here, carving our history. And then instead of saying our history in the second part, it says carving our victory. So this is really where the song wants to take you, which is a positive place. It's like once we make this happen, we will create change. So all this disillusionment of the way of life by the people and this desire for change will lead to that. And this song or this wave of change that is coming, they're basically saying to people, come ride this wave with us. We will get there and basically win over this variety of personal and societal struggles that exist at the moment. Very, very cool.
Yeah, to strive for a cultural change in their perception of what's more important, living life or being a slave to a job. They're trying to say we should learn to prioritize what's more important before we become used to just working endlessly to no avail.
Yeah, so when it comes down to it, it's basically like a song about hope, telling people don't surrender to this life, we can have a better one. So very sort of positive message of hope, I think.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And again, their sound, there's a certain edge to it, and also to the way they perform and the way they look in the song, the way they move, something very, very cool.
You talked about their moves, the way they move, the way they play. It's like they have their own thing. I can't say I've seen that particular signature in any other Japanese band we've reacted to.
The one thing that popped to mind when they were doing, when they were dancing, moving, was it reminded me of these Got Talent type of shows, like America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent. There's always like dance troupes that come in and do some kind of a choreography piece, and this reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott, for this request. It's an awesome one. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. We appreciate it very much. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
They are so young and so deep, insightful, intelligent, even beyond, their ability to play, to sing, to perform. It's the writing that really gets me, I love it. Thanks again, guys. As always, we appreciate you more than you know. Without you, there would be no show. So please keep coming back. We'll be here in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you then. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.
Bye, guys.